Hi everybody. I hope you remember this photo. It's from the last video. It's a copy of a book cover. Isn't that cool? Yeah, we know, Diane, you like it. All right, let's put it in the altered book. I wound up not using it in the last video in case you didn't see that. Okay, why don't we do a two-page thing? I found this is scrapbook paper. I had cut these fence pieces out thinking I was going to use this the other day and I didn't. Let's add those. Let's paint. The general idea is to have like a haunted house neighborhood kind of thing. Okay. How do you do? I've heard that. Mad Russian, anybody know that? The only reason I know that is because he was on the Dick Van Dyke Show. What is she talking about? There's probably a couple people that know. All right, so I'm kind of. The only thing is that's awfully bold and a lot of movement there. So I'm not totally sure this is going to work out okay. If it doesn't, we can paint over, we can paper over. So don't despair. I'm not going to try to make it quite as action related as they had. Mainly because I already have that. And I can see this yellow isn't covering. Yeah, maybe words would be cool. Leave some words. I will see. Or I'll just have to go over it 10 times. They also have narrow lines in here. I'm not sure if I want to add that. If I do, I'll probably go back and cheat with like a gel pen or a marker or something like that. Colored pencil. So there. Would you pick a color, please? And if this is really bold and kind of doesn't work, my idea is to put, I've got a couple other scrapbook papers that have haunted houses on them. Put them on the other side. If that's not working, it doesn't look right, I might just go in and paint like spooky trees or something like that and make it look more woodsy, like this house is by itself. So that's an option too. We have all kinds of options. I gotta come down more on that, I see, on the end. A strange bird whistling outside. Yeah, I don't know what that is. This time of year, you might get some migrators, huh? Migratory, I think they call that. Could also be a dog toy from the another room. No, it's a bird. Okay, it's a bird. Maybe down here we want to do something darker because of this, and these border things. Okay. Brown and, yeah, true burgundy. Maybe that would be better. Well, you get the idea, right? How much of this do we have to watch, Diane? Well, let's talk about YouTube. I still am not getting comment notifications through email that I used to. I don't know why they dropped that, changed it. It's something with my computer. I don't know. Um, they also, all of a sudden, they were adding, you know how you have subscriptions on the left side of your channel? They had a little tiny dot. And I mean, the first time I saw it, I thought it was a speck on the computer. No, it's this little tiny, smaller than a pinhead dot to tell you one of your subscription people had a new video up. Oh, well, okay, that's kind of handy. That went on for, I don't know, 2, 3 months. And now they don't do that anymore. Okay. I don't know. Well, this is looking kind of cool. It's far from done. Okay, I'm going to pause. I'm going to add some dark down here. I don't know if I'll really go over again. I mean, you know, they do have shading and stuff in there, so this not solid look is kind of cool. I don't know. I'm going to think about that. Okay, hang on, come back. Okay, I'm back with a very bright, bold background. So I did go in a little bit with a narrow marker here and there. More so up there. Okay, that's not, do it. Technically speaking, these colors are too bright for this. I should have muted them out with their complement, probably a little bit, maybe a little white on the yellow. I'm going to see if I can just work with it the way it is. But what if we put this on black and made it stand out more? Well, let's see. It's hard to tell that way. I think I want it torn as opposed to a perfect cut, because I would cut it perfectly. See, that's almost too perfect, though. If you want a torn edge, you want a torn edge, right? It doesn't really look so torn. Okay. And this keeps curling. Okay, I think that's better, considering the background that you've made too bright. I could cut this and put a little bit on and a little bit over. I may do that. You know, the seam of the book is right there. Okay. go ahead, finish this off. Um, do we want some more haunted house business? Do we want to just draw tree or paint trees? Um, let's paint a couple trees and then kind of take it from there. You quite possibly could do both. Well, of course you could do both, but and painting spooky trees is really easy because you want them to be jaggedy and pokey and gnarly, so you can make them very uneven and jaggedy and a broken branch, and it's a very forgiving subject. And what I think I'll do, I'll just get the bones, if you will, of it here, and then I'll go in by myself and put in more detail. All right, that's fine. I want like a second one. I think I will do my obligatory punch bats. I think I put those on every Halloween or spooky project I do. Do that. I'm thinking of a ghost or two. Okay, pretend that's filled in more branches. Okay. I do have, well, I've got a couple papers with ghosts on them, but this one is a little more realistic, and you could draw, you could cut them out of paper. You can apply a ghost any way you see fit. Well, let's take this one. On the back of this. I don't know if we need that. See, like something like that. Okay. All right, let's take one of these and just see what we think. Which one? Which one? WITCH, get it? Okay, I would fussy cut this more, kind of edge cut it. Maybe, is it too much over there on the right? Well, what if we just took the house out of this? There's a spooky tree. Oh, there's a ghost on the side of that house. Isn't that cute? Okay. You're not saying or doing anything. I know, because I don't know. And I also noticed my bat punch wasn't punching that great on that book cover we just did. That's pretty good. It seemed like it was tearing the paper a little bit. And I can't imagine why. I've only punched 10,000 of these things. Okay, that's fine. I think, yeah, some stars would be good. I don't know. How's that, to be honest? I don't know. Let me pause and glue and finish the trees. I don't know if that'll be it or not. Is this too boring? You almost don't notice it because of everything else that's going on. If it is too boring, what would you put there? So you have all kinds of decisions to make, so let me know. Okay, hang on, come back. Okay, crew, not done. Getting there. Boring, boring. That really needs an owl sitting on the branch. A little boring. Okay. I looked through scrapbook paper owls. This was the least silliest I thought we could get away with. Do we want the brown or this like a very dark taupe? Or top, as they said when I was a child, and we have to change everything. Or orange. Let's try top. Where'd it go? Okay, it's going to be too late in the day to play little tricks on Diane. Okay, that's fine. I would prefer one that doesn't look so stylized, but that's what I have. Okay, this area, I was thinking of a bat. I do have paper that has large bats on it. That one's pretty good. That one's okay. It's a little too straight on. I think that one's not bad either. Well, I like this one because it's the most difficult to cut out. I know. Why don't you just cut out the whole corner? Because it's a little tiny piece of paper then, and I'll stick it in an envelope, in a box, and I'll never see it again. That's why. Because I don't have any other bats. Okay. I would probably entirely fussy cut that. That's good. Okay, that's fine. I could put little punch pads around it. It occurred to me, if you wanted, you could take another branch over. That might solve that problem too, but we'll see if that works. If you notice, I did just a little bit of shading, very little. You could do more, you could do none. Solid black is fine. And if you think you can't paint, as long as you can control your flow of paint, you can do this. Because there's no right or wrong. The way a tree is going to grow or look or whatever, you can do it. Okay, I also am just looking for other stuff. I have a moon face. And if it was facing the other way, I might put that over there, but it's not. We could put it up there unless that's getting to be too much stuff. Let's just try it. And I hope it works, because if it doesn't, I'll put this in a box or something and never see this again either. It's okay. Another testimonial. It's okay. Okay, stars around it. I did grab this punch, and then I saw that corner punch out from the previous video. These stars are a tad bigger, although they like to hide in there. Oh, I got them all. Okay, good. I don't know if you noticed, but I did carry some of the branches over. I really wasn't going to, but it kind of had, it looked like it had to be like that, in my opinion. Okay, down here, I was thinking of just running washi tape. So I was trying a few off camera, and I kind of like this one because it really pulls this bright yellow down, except it tore as I was trying. But is that a good thing? Do we want it like that and not all the way straight across? Come on. I could even put this one up higher. Oh, that's fine. I don't know that it is better than if it ran all the way across. I think I like it staggered a little bit because there's more space here on this side. Okay, that's the new plan. I think it'll be done when you come back. You know, this thing, swirly thing, maybe it should be over or, more here and fill in, or a little more fill in. I'm not sure about that. It might work. It might not. Okay, come back and see it all done. Hang on. Okay, folks, she's done. I think we have more is more today. I added another couple branches to fill in. I did add more color down here. It kind of ended here. I think that's better. I added a second bat. Stars. Technically, you probably should draw the branch over the stars. I didn't bother. What can I say? I don't think it's that necessary. I think that's it. If you do something similar, that is a very bright background. It is. I think it's pretty cool. I like it. If it's not your cup of tea, do what I said. Take the colors down, mix them with white or mix them with their complements. You could lay tissue paper over the whole thing. You could paint a white wash over the whole thing when it's done and take the color down. But I don't know. For Haunted House Halloween, I think it's kind of cool. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a nice day out there.